Yo, Jonathan Sports Fan. Today I'm making a video on my expectations this season in secondary. So this will be my final expectations video of the season. I really enjoyed going through all the players. I hope you all enjoyed the videos as well. I've been going back and forth in my mind of which unit on the defense is the strength of the team. The defensive line and secondary are very close this year. I expect whichever stays more healthy will take that title. But let's jump in though, shall we? I think I gotta start with James Bradberry. He's only been here 1 year, but Bradberry is playing at a level that only a few Giant corners in history have played. Yes, in the history of the Giants. He is damn impressive. And in my lifetime, the only corner I can really compare him to at this point is that few years, in Jason Sehorn's prime before he got hurt. Now, let's hope Bradberry stays healthy. Unlike Sehorn, Bradberry is dominant, though. That's the first word that comes to my mind when I think of him. In my opinion, he was a top 5 corner in the NFL last season. Name me a wide receiver that lined up against him last year that got the best of him. Let me save you some time. There wasn't one. This dude is just intelligent, off the wall IQ. They combine that with his instincts and length, and you got an all-pro cornerback. Man, zone coverage, it doesn't matter to them. He may be the smartest player on the defense, and boy am I grateful he's a New York Giant. So every time I talk about JB, I like to thank Gettleman, so thank you, Dave Gettleman. Keep this man on the team long, keep him till he sucks. My expectations for JB is lockdown corner. I think we'll see more of the same from him. I don't think we'll see a drop-off like we saw from Janoris Jenkins from his first season with the Giants to his second. Totally different player here. Next, we got Adoree Jackson. I think he'll be a good player for the Giants as long as he can stay on the field. I'm a fan of Adoree. He was my favorite signing this offseason. Just because I felt how important number 2 corner is to this team, especially if he's healthy and returns to his previous form. It's going to be hell for offenses to throw on this defense. Because last season the Giants were kind of forced to play mostly cover 2, cover 3. Them days are over. Patrick Graham won't have to worry, calling man coverage. I expect the blitz rate to go way up. It's crazy how much of an impact one player can make. And I think that's the impact we'll see. We'll see the trickle-down effect here next season. It's also huge for Jackson having JB on the team. He's most likely going to get the number 2 wide receiver. And when he gets the number 1 wide receiver, he'll most likely have safety help over the top. That's normally the way defenses work nowadays. So, huge signing. Let's talk about Darnay Holmes. Holmes is a bit of a question mark, but I believe in his talent. I'll say that, and his work ethic. Darnay really ended the season strong. He just needs playing time more than anything else, I think. But he gets an A for coming into a weird COVID season and showing out. I don't even think Darnay allowed a touchdown all season, and I think he's just a football player. And to me, that's one of the best compliments you can get. A lot of these players are just athletes coming out of college nowadays. So anyway, my expectations for Darnay is, a lot more than the same. You might see a few more big plays let up because we're probably going to see a lot more man coverage. But at this point, I think I can say I trust Darnay. I think we got a keeper in him. Not too bad for a 4th rounder. All right, now we're moving into the safeties. I think I'll start with Jabril Peppers. Jabril Peppers, just like Darnay, got better and better as the season went on. We've always seen flashes from Jabril, but he hasn't been able to kind of put it all together. And it finally seems to have clicked with Patrick Graham's system. Peppers was around the ball a lot last year. I'll say that. His coverage was better last year, much better than the first year with the Giants. His tackling outside of the first couple games was better. This season will tell me all I need to know about Jabril. It'll be his 2nd year on the Graham, and mostly the same players. I expect Jabril to be really good. Not top 5 safety good, in the NFL, but a really good strong safety. I like the way Coach Graham uses him. He's got a lot of freedom in his defense. He's valuable when going up against running quarterbacks. We've seen that last year. If for some unknown reason Jabril don't improve or regresses, I don't think it's the end of the world because we got Xavier McKinney ready to go. McKinney doesn't have the athleticism that Jabril has, but I can't say it enough. McKinney is a smart guy. He's just a smart player. You ain't going to see him out of position very often. He just gets it. A lot like Darnay McKinney as a football player. I have no question that McKinney can do everything. Everything Jabril can do. It's just going to be a little bit slower, for lack of a better word. But I'd hate to see McKinney just get wasted on this defense. If he stays healthy, I want to see his snaps go way up. Not crazy, but I want to see him go up. It's a tough situation with Jabril and McKinney. I love them both, and I know a lot of Giants fans adore Jabril. So it's a weird situation, and Giants fans could get hurt over this. Just playing around. Let's jump over to Logan Ryan. Now, in my opinion, we saw the defense. I know it was a whole different system, but it was a lot of the same players outside it pretty much. Big signings like Blake Martinez and James Bradbury. Obviously, that makes a difference, but we just saw the defense vastly improve from the Logan signing. And he's been a huge part of the disguise coverages. And maybe best of all, he's just a leader. And honestly, since he's been here, he's been one of my favorite players on the team. Again, like I was saying about JB, he's just a high IQ guy, and I'm straight up. I'm just happy that he's here, and I think he'll be here for at least the next 2 years. My expectations for Logan is a similar season to last. He makes everyone on the defense better. He's going to make plays. He's going to strip balls, get picks. Just another great signing. I think you get him. All right. Let's talk about some depth players. First one that comes to mind is Julian Love. I like Love. He can play, a better position in the secondary. Before last year's draft, I thought Love could possibly make the move to slot corner, but the new coaching staff views him as a safety as well as the previous one, so it looks like Love is staying at safety. Now, I want to shout him out for a job well done last season. Even when he was forced to play corner, he held his own. He did good. He's just a versatile player, and every team in the NFL can use players like Julian Love. My expectations for him is depth safety. Isaac Yiadom will be cornerback number 4, it looks like. Yiadom was getting a lot of hate last season in the first few weeks, but he finished strong, played a lot better. Now, a big reason was Coach Graham's scheming, but I want to give the guy some credit here. He put in the work, obviously, and showed improvement, and down the stretch had a few really good games. Sam Beal, who knows? Madre Harper, who knows? One last guy who could make the team and be a great corner is Ryan Lewis. He bounced around a lot in his career. When I brought him in last year, he put together his first 2-3 games are really good stretch. He fucked us in the first Cowboys game. Overall, he was really solid. Could be good depth. We'll see. I'm just excited to see the secondary all together this season. They got a chance to be really special, and it's been a long time since we had this much talent on the back end of a defense. I'm pretty sure I know what we're gonna get from the safeties, but I'm most excited about the corners. JB and Adoree could be a top 3 to 5 cornerback duo if they both play like they're capable of. So it's gonna be a fun season to watch. Especially watch the defense. I got a feeling they're gonna be really good. Once again, thank you all for the growth on my channel. I've seen it's been really fun. I love making these videos. Just want us out. And listen, if any of you guys been thinking or wanting to make YouTube videos, but you're unsure, just go for it. It's a blast, man. I'm telling you. Thank you all. Love y'all. Your ass better like and subscribe. And as always,